So right now, as you're turning a corner in this career of music, actually, when did the love for music start? Because I saw you even had like a poetic video that was created a few years ago. I think it was either during or right after one of your treatments. It was like a 7 minute video of you sharing your story through poetry. When did that all start? When did you realize that, oh, wait a second, this could be my calling now that soccer is off the table?
Yeah, so even as a kid, like I always was really good at poems and writing. Like as gifts, I would just write a quick poem, and then they would get the biggest reaction because I could do it so well. And like I always had the writing and English class. If we're doing like poetry, I would write a crazy poem. But it's just my only love was soccer, so that's the only thing I ever thought about or focused on. So now that it was out my life, I had to like look at what else I can do in life and what else I'm really good at. And then the music came and I actually got in that thing. I wrote that one was the first thing I ever wrote. It's called Hope, Hold On Pain Ends, the video you're talking about. And it's basically was like people were like, what happened to Tymaz? I was literally on my deathbed. I wrote that. And it's a song about hope, hold on, pain ends. And it did. Like I manifested, right? Like music is so powerful. Like you can make a song today about where you're gonna be in 5 years and you're gonna be there in 5 years. Like it's a
And
very powerful tool.
and like I would say that most, if not all, of your songs and the lyrics are about your journey and battling cancer and surviving, right?
Yeah, 100%. I put that into it, and then but I like to put it in a little clever way where even if you think I'm not talking about it, I'm really talking about it. Like it's like because I'm a the how I got into music first was I got into battle rap
Hmm.
because I always like the bars and the lyrics and like in battle rap is like no beat, no nothing. It's just and I love the competitive too. So it's like me versus you, who can use these words better. So I got into that, but then it's like I have big goals. So music is the biggest way to reach the world. So I taught myself how to write songs. And then I just put so that's why my lyrical ability I feel is like top notch, one of the world class level. Because I got into battle rap and things where it's like these guys they just go with the beat and they flow, but they're not really saying nothing. I can't say nothing. I've been through too much to not be able to say nothing, you know?
And by telling your story and through the lyrics, is that part of like your mission? Are you trying to impact other people, or is it more about like you need this for your own sanity, you need it for your own healing, you need it for your own purpose? Like how much of it is for the people and to help other people, and how much is it for just you doing you, and like if other people enjoy it, great too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's a good question. I would say it's mostly like if it was just for me, I would just keep them to myself. Like I would just write it and I wouldn't release it. But I know what I can do and the effect that I have on people when they hear me, they hear my story, they hear my music, they meet me, they see the way I'm still moving right now, like nothing happened. Like how do you like do that? And I know that that gives them strength, seeing me have strength. So I feel like it's my purpose, and it's like would be selfish for me to not share it with other people.
I love that. Well, now that we're talking about your music, I definitely want to share the one of the promos that you have from Deep Dive. And is it Deep Dive or Dive Deep?
Dive deep, yeah.
Dive Deep. Sorry about that. I have a little bit of dyslexia on my head. So we're gonna play that promo, and then we're gonna talk about all the exciting projects that you're working on right now, which hopefully includes you coming down to Miami and doing your next music video. So let's go ahead and play that promo, and then we'll also have this little clip of where you were helping do a promo for Sick Kids, which I think it was with a pretty well-known soccer player. I don't know too many soccer players, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He played in England. He was the Torn FC captain at the time.
Okay, very
So
cool. So we're gonna play the Dive Deep promo, and then we're gonna play the promo you created for Sick Kids.
Happy birthday, dear Tyrus. Happy birthday. Okay. Happy birthday. And I will try to fix you.
That's my kind of goal.
And we can dive deep, yeah. Resurface when it's hard to breathe, yeah.
2, back.
All right, so we're back with Tymaz. Did we play the promo for Sick Kids as well, Brandon?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know if that was played. So first of all, Tymaz, why don't you go ahead and share a little bit more about the foundation and the Sick Kids, so we can make sure we give them a little shout out about what they are, what's their mission.
Yeah, so Sick Kids is probably one of the best children hospitals in the entire world, literally. Like it's a like I want to say magical place because it's like a kids hospital, but they can make your experience really well. And like I'm very thankful for Sick Kids. Sick Kids is one of the like I was very lucky to be born in Toronto and have the access to a hospital like that for my treatments. And they're just like a real pillar of the community, real pillar of the city. And I support Sick Kids fully. Great hospital, great organization. And I wanted to touch on this. You know how you said the timers always have it, or you're born with that thing. You see in that video, I was like of the Sick Kids commercial. That
Mm-hmm.
was literally like maybe my sixth or seventh straight birthday I had to spend in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that video, that was like probably the sickest point of my life. Like when everything just like switched to everything. And you see me in that video, I'm killing the guy in FIFA and talking in his ear, saying, that's my kind of goal. So like that's the I think the epitome of like what Time as his mentality is. Like no matter what situation he's in, he's gonna fight and he's gonna let you know he's winning.
Yeah, he actually looked like he was about to start crying. You were whooping his ass. But yeah, I mean, first of all, what they do at some of these children's hospitals is pretty amazing. What word of advice do you have for both children that are going through that really really difficult phase, and hopefully they come out of it victorious like you do? And then what advice do you have for parents that are going through that period as well?
For the children, I would say the situation you're in is temporary, you know? And then it's about how you look at the situation is how the situation is gonna come out. So it's all about just keeping a positive thoughts and don't think about the situation you're in. Just keep your thoughts on what you're gonna do when you're gonna get better. And then just keep those thoughts always. Don't I know it's like very hard to say, like don't think about this, but you have to. That's how you beat it.